What's up, YouTube? I'm doing this quick video about radio installation in a 2009 Lincoln MKS. 2009 Lincoln MKS. Now, this is the base model edition. So, this is the one without the navigation screen. It comes with the plain black and white or whatever LED screen, whatever. It's not touch screen like the the fully loaded model. I don't have the sunroof or nothing like that. Of course, it's all leather and heated seats, air conditioned seats, all that stuff. But anyway, I'm doing this video because I've probably only seen one video on how to install these. I've seen people install these down here by pulling this unit out and I'm plugging the harness and putting the screen here. Me personally, I like my screen up top. Just like in the fully loaded versions with the navigation, the factory navigation, touchscreen, all that stuff. So what I'm trying to show you, this is a 7-inch screen, by the way. This is one of the cheap models off Amazon. I think I paid like $25 or so with Prime membership. Without Prime membership, it's about $47, $45. But anyway, there are better brands on the market, of course. But this is an Android version, and I'm doing this to show you. You can put in your own logo. I put in the logo that was the Ford logo, of course, that was already preloaded. But you can put in a not SD, but USB. And let me see. Turn this volume down. And the thing gets pretty loud. On one, it's pretty loud. Like, I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's not the best radio in the market. There are better brands. And it also works with steering wheel control. So it gets a little flaky. Because like I said, this is a cheap brand. If I go to the radio station, let me see, radio station, you can probably see. I'm muted. Of course, you can see that, like, I'm pushing the volume up, down. Sometimes the volume up, down work. And this is without the interface. You don't have to buy the interface module if you don't want. When I first hooked this up, of course, the steering wheel controls was working. Sometimes you have to drive around with it or let it just load up completely. And the steering wheel controls work flawlessly. But there is a menu. You go into settings and you pair it. I believe most, if not all, Android. You see right there where it say wheel. You click on that, and then you see why I already paired it. You just press the button, volume down button, and then you press the volume down button, press the volume up button on your steering wheel, and so on and so on. But in order for you to be able to hook that up, you have to connect your, there's a wire from the radio that says key positive. You run that wire to the factory harness coming from your car, the positive wire of the steering wheel, and then there's a negative wire. You run that to the ground, to your ground wire coming from your radio, and boom, it's hooked up. You have steering wheel access. I do recommend getting a better brand than this. I did this cheap model just to try and see how it would work, if it would fit. And yes, this works. If you have a Lincoln MKS, you do not have to install it down here. I've seen people where they install it here. This fits right in here. I have no bracket, no mount, nothing. But make sure you get the one with the very slim back. If you get the one with the big back, it might not fit. Just letting you know. So please, again, I can leave a link in the description of this video to show you which model this is. And you will see how it is made. You will see the measurements, all that stuff. You don't necessarily have to buy this brand, but there are, like I said, there are other brands on the market that are equivalent, and yeah, that's, it's cool because you see my phone isn't even connected because it supports wireless Android Auto. I have a Android, so It's not even connected to the radio. It connects wirelessly. Unlike some newer cars, I have this Malibu over here. I have Android Auto installed factory in that car, but I have to plug it to the USB port of my phone. And also, it supports Apple CarPlay as well, just letting you know. It works for both phones, just about all phones, all Apple phones, all Android. I mean, this is a nice radio for the price. I mean, you really can't beat it. I love it. It's like the sound quality is it's amazing. It gets pretty loud, just on one or two, up to five. It's loud and it's banging. Like this thing thumps compared to the factory radio. Factory radio is junk compared to this, believe it or not. And of course, with the factory amp, you do have to run the positive wire from this radio, run a wire to the little smaller connector, which is on the right side of this head unit. This is the actual head unit. Because up here I had just a screen. It was just a plain old screen. It had a few buttons. And the touchscreen version is, like I say, this is just the base model. So it had the little small black and white LED or green and white, black and green LEDs or whatever it is. The only thing about it, you won't be able to see your heater controls up top where it shows the temperature. But who needs that? You can put your hand up here and about tell how warm or cold, how hot or cold your heat is. But all the controls still work. You can stream apps, all that stuff, videos, YouTube, everything works on this head unit. It's great for the price, people. So, but I'm doing this video just to show you it can be done in the Lincoln MKS by putting it up top. Now, if you want to buy the interface with this thing, the steering wheel control interface, there are brands on Amazon or eBay as well. And you don't have to buy the PAG or whatever PAC brand because they're pretty pricey. But there are other brands like Metra and other little brands that are like $30-50. And I did my research on YouTube and they actually work pretty good. But if you have an Android, you really don't need it. I would suggest getting a better brand than this one because I've read the reviews. There's some mixed reviews and it does have a few flaws. And the steering wheel control, like I say, pairing it with the factory steering wheel, I guess is one of the issues. But other than that, it works fine. So let me know what you think, comments, questions. I got you. I do respond to everybody. Peace. Hope you enjoy this video.